EPS means like if you are working like so you are working on which type of project? Wind?
Sorry, I'm working on.
Which type of project?
Yeah.
So I understand like EPC contract, but in like oil and gas or something else. So for now, let's come to our topic. So for the EPS, like you need to go on the enterprise on the top.
Move up. Okay, all the way
Yeah,
up there. Yeah. Yeah.
second option, enterprise project structure. So now we will maintain EPS to segregate the data. Means let's say like I'm creating two EPS. One is training that belongs to my part. One is your like we used to give a homework to the kid. I can say that your practice or your playground that will be your part to segregate the data.
Okay.
Now let's add. And by the way, like you also learn how to create that. The EPS is added. So let's say we create first we give it the name EPS ID. Can you see that EPS ID? Yeah, click on that. And we use
Yeah.
short form of training TR and T for tree, R for Royal Scotland, you can say, and N for New Zealand. TR, short form.
Once more.
EPS ID.
T,
T for
T,
tree. No, T for tree, man, not the P. I'm not talking about the parrot. Delete this new EPS. Well, make it blank.
I have a bit of problem catching you here on the. I'm using a loud speaking
No
phone,
problem. I will repeat.
microphone. It might be. Yeah, I should maybe next time move over to headphones. Might be easier to hear than this.
No problem.
Yeah.
Just delete this new EPS. Remove this.
Yeah.
Backspace, man. Delete this new EPS. We want to change that. Yes. Oh, more backspace. Remove everything there. Now type T, capital T for training T. Yes. Then R for train, and then N for New Zealand, short form of training. So that will be I'm using ID, EPS ID short form. And now you hit the tab, or you can go and directly move your cursor on the new EPS. Yes, the name, and you can write it training by removing everything there. Now you understand?
Yeah.
Enter. So as you are in a standalone, so responsible manager doesn't make any sense for you because you have access for everything. Okay, man. So it doesn't make any sense.
Should I leave it or just?
Yeah, you can leave it because
Yeah.
you have access for everything. Now let's add one more.
Up here on add.
Yes, you can give the name like short form of playground. You can say that PG, and in the new EPS name, you can say that playground where you are going to practice your projects. So my understanding is like if you do not practice, you forgot everything. So you can use arrows from the right side to move your EPS up and down based on your requirements.
Yeah.
You can move it inside once based on your requirement. Now if is it good, now you hit the close. Yes, can you see two EPS are added there?
Yeah.
So in training, like I will be teaching you, in playground you will be practicing, so we are not disturbing our data. Now select the training, man. We will add the project there. Yeah. Oh, just right click there. Right click. Yes, sir. Can you see the add there? If you move
So you
down your
go
cursor.
add here.
Yes, sir. EPS you have already selected, so you can click on next.
Yeah.
Now here, same way like yesterday we did project ID and project name. So let's say project ID, we use short form TRN 1000.
1000.
You can type one, yes, numeric 1000. And then the project name, let's say project creation. I'm just taking topics name.
What
Small
would
project
you like to call it?
Project creation. Let's say click on next, man. So by default, project plan start date is today. You can change it by clicking on three dots.
Yeah, going here.
And if you have the deadline, you can enter it in the must finish by. Right now, we do not have the deadline, so we can skip that thing. Click on next, man. So responsible manager, like it's coming from the OBS for the security thing. So it's already like you are everything there, so you do not need to worry about there. Click on next. And rates, these are the rates for the unit rates for the resources. We will talk it later when we define the resources. So right now we can ignore that. Click on next and finish. Your project is added, man. Now select that project, right click, open project. So it will move you on the activities page. Now, first thing, we are going to add the WBS. So same way from the top project, can you see that next to the enterprise? If you move your cursor up, click on that, man. Click on that. Can you see the WBS?
VBS, yeah.
WBS, yes. Click on that. So it will open a WBS page. Now, can you see the vertical partition and dividing the WBS names and the Gantt chart? You can scroll that. Not here, up one, man. Gantt chart, left side. Drag it on the right side more right. Yes. Now in the WBS page, highest level is your project name. We right click there, click on add. So you see that new WBS is added. So numbering, it will automatically take care. You do not need to worry about. We are just worried about the naming. So click on the new WBS. Let's say We give it the name engineering. Hit the enter. Yes. Now right click there again. If you want to
Here,
add the new WS, yes, click on add.
yeah.
So it become the child of the engineering. Means if you want to break, like if you go for the more detailed levels, you want to break
Okay.
engineering
Yeah.
in civil, mechanical, electrical, like that way. You
And
can go
here
in
in,
detail.
so now it takes the number one and keep this tier on 1000 first, yeah, in the.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if you
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
that 1.1
Yeah. Yeah.
automatically start calculating. You don't need to worry
Mm,
about.
okay. Yeah.
So based on the requirement, you can build your WBS structure as detailed as you want. Okay, man.
Yeah.
So now we are not going in so much detail because if we can like going to create such a big project, it will take like couple of hours just for the data entry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if we want to make it sibling, this like engineering and like a second, I want to give it a name as a procurement. So if you move your cursor on the extreme right side of your Primavera screen, you see the arrows. Move it
Yeah. Yeah. You
extreme
had
right.
it here, over here on this side. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
yeah.
Now
Yeah.
see that when you hit that, it become sibling. Now give it
Mm,
this name as a procurement.
here we call it procurement. Yeah.
And let's add one more, same way. Now it become child of that. We want to make it sibling. Use the arrow man on the right side and
Yeah.
we give it the name construction. So this is the way we are going to add the WBS. And you can see that the numbering it will automatically take care. You do not need to worry
Mm,
about that. So once our WBS structure is final, so we will move on activities page.
over to
Yes, click on.
activities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now it is not refreshed. So you need to go on the file on the top. Can you see the
But
file? File, first
here,
option. Can you see the refresh button there? If you scroll down and go down there in that.
refresh data.
Yes, yes, hit that one. Now see that? Whatever the structure you define, it gets organized in that way. Next thing, Leif. Now we want to keep only those columns which is required right now. Because if you keep unnecessary columns right now, it will create unnecessary confusion. Agreed with me? So we will keep only those columns which is required right now. In later stage, we can like add as many columns based on our
Yeah.
requirement.
Yeah.
Right clicks.
Right click here.
Can you see the columns there? If you go down,
Columns, yeah, there. See that, and then also on the other side. Yeah, it is.
so we do not require right now schedule percentage complete because right now we are in the creation phase on the right side. If you see that, like
What
you
do we not need, you say? Schedule
percentage complete, we do not require, right? Select that.
this one?
Yeah. And can you see the single arrow in the between? Yes, hit that
Yeah,
to move left.
yeah.
Now
Okay.
we do not require the remaining duration also. Select that and move it left.
Okay.
And right now total float is also not required. So we will keep only basic column.
Okay.
Hit apply. So you can see that
Okay.
the columns based on our requirement. We do not want to see, like if you are not interested in seeing this, the WBS numbers, you can see that TRN 1000.1 like that way. We just want to see the WBS name. So in that case, you can right click here.
You want to take away this one?
Yes, we want to make it like very simple, man.
I've always liked to see the VBS. I always feel safer than that.
No, WBS will be there, but the numbering will move away. And in that, like if you go down, there is a show. No, go down there. Go down. Don't scroll over there. And can you see ID and code?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
from the right side, hit apply.
Okay, so it just takes out there. Yeah. Park it. Yes.
On the Gantt chart, let's adjust our Gantt chart timescale also. Move your cursor on the Gantt chart, man. Right click here. We will adjust
Yeah.
our timescale. So right now it is showing you date interval quarter per month. So our project is not so big right now for training. So let's say the date interval we go for the month per week, month per week.
Month or quarter, month a week. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Now click apply. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you go at the bottom of the Gantt chart scroll bar, can you see the red line there?
This
A
one.
little bit left. Yeah, arrow there. Hit that arrow on the scroll bar. Little left side. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Now this red line is showing you the progress line. Right now we do not require the progress line, so we can uncheck. If you move your cursor up on the toolbar, there is a zigzag line is checked out.
Up here.
Above that, you have moved your toolbar one step up. If you see that the toolbar above that and move it on the right side, more right side, there is zigzag line. Can you see that? If you move your cursor right side, more right map, zigzag line, progress line. Two, yeah, there one more. Yeah, that's one. Uncheck that.
Okay.
Now you can see the blue line. Blue line is your data date.
Today's date.
Yeah, whenever you start adding the project, and that
Oh,
represents the progress line. Right now we do not have any progress, so we can ignore that progress line.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you have a complete set of action buttons up on top there.